Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back on the 31 Days of Horror, or 31 Days of Halloween, with my review of Pay the Ghost. I'm back on the 31 Days of Horror with yet another Halloween-themed horror movie. Pay the Ghost is a 2015 horror film starring Nicolas Cage. Quick backstory on this movie and this Blu-ray before I get into my review. This one somehow slipped by me back when it was released in 2015. I literally had no idea this movie even existed until Jason brought it to my attention last year. He asked me if I had it, to which I told him I didn't even know what it was. And then he recommended it to me, based on the fact that it's a Halloween horror film. He specifically mentioned scenes that take place at a Halloween carnival, but I'll get to that. Well, of course, hearing this, I was intrigued. Not too long after that, I received this Blu-ray for my birthday last year. But with my birthday being in September, paired with the fact that I like to get ahead with my videos, I had already filmed all of my 31 days reviews at that point. Still, I was so excited to have this, so I was tempted to replace another movie I had already reviewed. Ultimately, I obviously did not, and decided I would wait until this year to watch and review Pay the Ghost. Well, the 31 days are here again, so now it's time to discuss Pay the Ghost. Now, it's important to note that there is so much I want to say about this film, but I really have to be cryptic in this review, so I don't spoil it. Because of that, it may not be as long as I might have anticipated. I just don't want to give too much away. I don't want to ruin the experience for anyone who hasn't seen it. And Pay the Ghost should be seen. This was undoubtedly worth the wait. Nicolas Cage plays a college professor named Mike. He teaches literature, and with the movie being set on Halloween, that includes an emphasis on the legend of Sleepy Hollow, the work of Edgar Allan Poe, and other horror fiction. Mike's wife, Kristen, is played by Sarah Wayne Callies. She is probably best known for her role as Laurie Grimes in The Walking Dead. Mike and Kristen have a young son named Charlie, who is obviously excited about Halloween. Mike promises him he will be home from work early enough to carve a jack-o'-lantern with Charlie before they all go trick-or-treating. Unfortunately, Mike has to break his promise when he is unable to hail a cab and make it home on time. So instead, Kristen takes Charlie trick-or-treating on her own, while Mike waits for them to return. When they do, Charlie asks Mike if he will take him to the Halloween carnival down the street. At first, Kristen is against the idea, since it's a school night and Charlie should be in bed. But Mike convinces her to let them go for half an hour. Kristen stays home because she has an early morning, so Mike takes Charlie to the carnival himself. And by the way, the Halloween carnival is awesome. It reminds me of the Halloween carnival in Trick or Treat. While there, Mike and Charlie are waiting in line to get ice cream. Charlie sees someone or something he has been seeing out his window. Then he looks up at his dad and asks if they can pay the ghost. Mike doesn't know what this means, but he's interrupted before he can ask by the ice cream vendor asking for their order. Mike lets go of Charlie's hand for a second to grab the ice cream cone, and when he looks down, Charlie is gone. Of course, he is frantic, searching for his young son throughout the carnival. He can't find him anywhere, so he rushes home to see if that's where Charlie went. Unfortunately, it's only Kristen there, by herself. The cops are called, but there's no real lead. Mike was the last one to see Charlie. A year passes, and it's Halloween again. Mike and Kristen are now estranged, having separated after the loss of Charlie. Mike believes his son is still alive, and he's absolutely obsessed with finding him. You can't blame him. For the past year, he's been doing his own investigating and research. He believes the NYPD is lazy, but they've covered every base as well. Then, to keep it cryptic, strange things begin happening. For example, Mike spots the words, "Pay the Ghost," written on the wall in the city. He then begins connecting Charlie's case with the cases of other children who went missing on Halloween night. At first, Kristen thinks Mike is crazy, but then a certain occurrence makes her a believer. Others helping with the investigation are killed in unique ways, and Mike quickly learns that time is running out. I should probably stop here, but I wish I could say more. Pay the Ghost has an absolutely incredible Halloween atmosphere throughout the entirety of the film. The whole movie oozes with atmosphere, and I'm actually shocked that this isn't more popular among Halloween enthusiasts. It's not just a film set on Halloween, or multiple Halloweens for that matter. It's a movie about Halloween. The story is dark, disturbing, and, dare I say, scary, especially as a parent myself. As a father, I couldn't help but to empathize with Nicolas Cage's character. His obsession and desperation to find his son is realistic. I'm a big fan of Nicolas Cage regardless, and I know many others are as well. If that's the case for you, Pay the Ghost may be a hidden gem like it was for me. I wasn't a fan of Laurie Grimes in The Walking Dead, but I like Sarah Wayne Callies as Kristen in Pay the Ghost. I can definitely understand how she feels as well. There are some unique kills, as I stated. I love that there are Halloween decorations everywhere, adding to that great atmosphere. Make no mistake, this isn't a mystery or thriller, as some people might like to say about certain films. Pay the Ghost is 100% horror. And without spoiling it, I have to say, what Mike has to do, or where he has to go, at the end of the movie, blew my mind. In my opinion, Pay the Ghost is fantastic. This movie deserves way more attention. This will now, without a doubt, be another annual Halloween watch for me. A new tradition was born on this day. This is a film I cannot wait to introduce to others. I'm already dying for my wife and son to watch it with me. But if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it to you as well. Have you already seen Pay the Ghost? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. What will I review next for the 31 Days of Horror or 31 Days of Halloween? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.